Welcome to another episode of Bitfinex Talks. I'm your host, Ricardo Martinez, and today I am very, very happy to be joined by Atlas HODL, who is the co-founder of Creative Network Live. Atlas, thank you for coming on the show. How are you today?
Thank you for having me, man. I'm doing pretty well, and yeah, happy to be here.
Atlas, I'm super stoked to have you on the show in particular because for those that don't know, you're a member of the Colombian Bitcoin community, as am I. And it feels more like I'm interviewing a friend rather than just an average guest for the podcast.
For sure.
Thanks for accepting the interview and coming on the show. For those that are not familiar with Creative Network Live, how would you describe it?
Well, basically, I would describe Creative Network as a production studio slash marketing company specialized on Bitcoin businesses. So normally you would have to waste like a bunch of hours like explaining to a marketing team full of normies what Bitcoin is about, like the ethos, the culture, the memes. And we basically just keep all that and use like our expertise and our resources to like pump like the our clients, our the companies that work with us. Yeah.
Awesome. And I guess like what inspired you to create Creative Network Live and how did your background in Bitcoin like lead you to focusing on starting a Bitcoin first production studio?
I think it was mainly my experience at the Bitcoin company, which was like the first Bitcoin company that I worked in, and yeah, just seeing like the opportunity to supply a need that exists in this like industry, which is like having like creatives that understand Bitcoin, because like most of the founders of these companies are not creative people. They are mostly like programmers or finance background people. So yeah, we just saw an opportunity to kind of like provide that missing piece, just provide an easy solution for someone that's running a company in like the Bitcoin industry, and we just wants to bring a marketing team that understands, you know, their product, their audience, their culture, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. And I guess from your experience in working with a lot of different Bitcoin companies, what mistakes would you say that traditional marketing companies or agencies make when they're working with Bitcoin companies?
I think the biggest mistake is probably where they locate their efforts. So a lot of these companies, because they are traditional marketing companies and are used to dealing with regular companies that have nothing to do with Bitcoin. Um, they try to run like Instagram campaigns or just just efforts that seem like misaligned with where the actual market for users is, which is like Twitter. So like most of these marketing companies don't do Twitter at all, which is like, just for starters, that's like very bad. And then they don't get like the ethos, and thus they don't get the culture, and thus the creatives that they create are just weird and don't work. So we actually had the experience of talking to like several clients that basically had to sit down with the companies explaining to them how to do marketing.
I guess like why is it important in your opinion for a marketing team to understand Bitcoin's like culture and memes and ideology?
Yeah, I think it's very important because like most of the products that these companies create or services they provide are for Bitcoiners.
Mm.
very rarely you see a product that is aimed for like the normie audience. So, for example, like when we talk about like I don't know, like Bitcoin Keeper, which is like a multi-sig wallet that lets you do like inheritance programs and just like different products like MyNote, like it's something that is not meant for the retail user that just heard about Bitcoin on the news or something like that. These are products for hardcore Bitcoiners. Maybe there's like an edge case for a company that's creating like a product aimed for normies, but most of these products and services are aimed for Bitcoiners and people that like already live in Bitcoin or Bitcoin is a big part of their lives. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes total sense. How do you guys at Creative Network Live ensure that the creative products that you're making, like for these marketing campaigns, align with Bitcoin's ethos and community and avoid like this kind of generic corporate advertising, which you're talking about?
Yeah, well, we every like creative team member that we have on the team, it's they like we prepare them to think in terms of like Bitcoin, the big Bitcoin values, like sovereignty and owning your own money and like quote unquote like anti-government things. Just if you are able to communicate what the values are to the creatives, they will create actual good assets. Just showcasing what the product really is about, right? And yeah, I think it's very simple, but it's something that requires like experience and having been like in the Twitter trenches for a bit. And yeah, but once you get that knowledge, it's pretty easy to align the work of the creative people with these projects and services. Yeah.
And the talent that you guys are working with in order to produce your creatives, are they Bitcoiners, or do you guys kind of have to give them training, like the
Yeah.
designers and the animators and stuff like that on
No,
what
yeah,
Bitcoin is?
we have to give them training. We have obviously like a document with don'ts,
Mm.
do's and don'ts. For example, like you never want to use the word crypto when promoting like a big service, like for example, right? Like that's something basic that like any Bitcoiner would know from the top of their head. But some of these marketing companies, you know, you see a copy they give you, and it's like, yeah, could the new crypto, whatever, right? And it's like, that just shows how separated they are from the culture. So
Yeah.
yeah, we completely train these people. We ask them to create Twitter. We ask them to, well, no, not ask them, but like we provide the option to get paid like a part of their salaries in Bitcoin, just to like incentivize, like, if they have Bitcoin, they'll try to learn on their own time as well, besides like just for work. So yeah, but yeah, we do have documents and several like well, like our project manager is like a hardcore Bitcoiner, so he like obviously supersees like pretty much every project and makes sure that everything is aligned with the culture and with the Bitcoin ethos and values. Yeah.
Nice. What Bitcoin companies have you guys worked with that some of our audience that may be watching the podcast might be familiar with?
Well, like running Dojo, the Bitcoin company, MyNode, um, the Orange Peel app. Um, you put me on
So
the
the
spot
best of the
like
best.
this. Yeah, you put me on the spot like this, and I'm forgetting like,
Mind goes blank.
but but no, we've worked with over 50 Bitcoin companies, and there's a lot of oh, for example, like Coinbeast, obviously, like Bitcoin Rodeo. Well, it's a lot of companies we've worked with.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say if someone wants to get familiar with some of the brands we've worked with, I would suggest like going to the website, and there you can see like a bunch of brands we've partnered with and worked with in the past. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of your website, I actually went to your website before the interview to kind of prepare for the interview itself. And I saw a project that you guys are working on called Bitcoin Mining World. Can you explain
Yeah.
what Bitcoin Mining World is?
So Bitcoin mining world holds like a very special place in my heart because like I'm part of the board now, and it was a client, and I'm now kind of part of the
Wow.
company, and um, yeah, the relationship with the Bitcoin mining world is no longer like client uh, provider. Is more so like. I think of them as like kind of like a sister company or something like that. So no, basically we've things that we've been able to do is just create these like beautiful 3D videos for some of the hardware that they're selling, and it's that has helped like sales tremendously. And also the thing is like Bitcoin mining world does so many things. They buy and sell hardware, they buy and sell mines, they help with co-hosting opportunities for people that have miners but don't have like the land to run the miners, and vice
Mhm.
versa. So they do a lot of things. So it would be like a pretty long list of creatives and landing pages, and just like those kind of resources that we help. We basically are like the design and production arm of the Bitcoin mining world. So yeah, we have a pretty close relationship there. Yeah.
So Atlas, like just for hypotheticals, let's say I have a Bitcoin wallet and I come to Creative Network Live for help with marketing my Bitcoin wallet. Like, can you kind of walk us through the process that a company can expect when they um, start dialogue with Creative Network Live?
Yeah, the first thing is like like obviously like the discovery call, because there's people, you know, in Bitcoin as an industry, I'm referring to right now. In Bitcoin, we have people that are good at several things. For example, there's some people that create a company, but they are also very good on Twitter. So it's
Mm.
not like we wouldn't tell them to hire us as like a community manager type situation. We would be more like, yo, you do great tweets. Maybe what you need is like some motion graphics showing like the app, and you know, different things. So the first thing is like understanding what are the needs of the company, and we take it from there, because I mean we can help someone that is like completely clueless, doesn't know how to post on Twitter, doesn't know how to run ads on X, or doesn't know how to create assets for a product launch or this stuff. But there's other people that they do know. So it's depends, because like for example, we've worked with Bull Bitcoin, right? And
Yeah.
Bull Bitcoin is a company that they know what they want. You know, they
Yeah.
come to us and they're like, we need this specifically. We need this video for this launch or this product, whatever. Um, but other companies may be just starting and maybe not that familiar with Bitcoin. Maybe it's someone that got into Bitcoin last year and is very passionate and wants to start a company and maybe needs more help in all the areas.
How do you guys at Creative Network Live balance rapid turnaround times to provide like these creatives for your clients and still maintain like a high quality of like production value and messaging and Bitcoin philosophy?
Well, I think it's two things, right? Like the first thing is we pay people well, and train them. So it's like we train them to make them like an ideal creative person for Bitcoin, and then we pay them well so they can stay. Because if you train someone for 6 months and they just leave because they had like a better opportunity or whatever, it's kind of like kind of defeats the purpose of training them in the first place. Sorry, the main component of success is maybe like training the people and keeping a team that is reliable and has been reliable for years now. So some of these people have been working with us for almost 4 years, and we have just a couple of team members that left, but they left for example, we had like one designer that still like haunts me that she left, but she just got a great opportunity in Spain. So like we're not gonna hold her for that. But yeah, just like training the people and keeping the team consistent. And I think that's pretty much it. And another thing is like don't take too many projects. Don't take
Okay.
more projects that you can. Yeah, like we're straight up with people. If we can't take your project, we just say no. We can't do it. Just so we
Okay.
can like guarantee,
A
some
high level of quality.
yeah, high level of quality. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the thing. Or if we of the or if the client is like really keen on working with us, we'll ask for like some time to get started. So the guy is like, no, but guys, like I really want to work with you. I have the budget set for this, and it like this is what they want to do. We'll be like, okay, give us like a month, or depending on the size of the project, but like give us some time to put all the pieces in place, so you're assured like quality. We don't want to Bitcoin is a place where reputation is huge.
Yeah, proof of work.
Yeah, proof of work. So yeah, we don't want to fuck up. I don't know if I can curse here, but
Yeah,
you
you
know
can.
yeah, yeah, okay. We don't wanna fuck up any projects for anyone that like it's like spending their budget for their company, which we are a company as well, and we know how serious it is for a founder to make a decision of spending X amount of money on some resources or somebody they need, and we don't want we wouldn't like to just charge someone and give them whatever. That would feel like wrong. Very anti-Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Um, Atlas, if somebody's watching this and they want to work with Creative Network Live, how would they go about like reaching out to you and getting the ball rolling?
You just go to the website and book a call, and we chat. We always just chat. We don't have like fixed plans or anything like that. We just chat and tailor a plan or a project for whatever you need, and that's pretty much how you do it. That's it. You just go to the website and book a call, and we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Awesome. And then do you guys have like social media that people can follow? Like, are you on Twitter? Are you on Noster? Are you on any other social media platforms?
Yeah, we do Twitter. We don't do Nostr because like I'm the one that have the private keys of Nostr, and I'm not, I'm not active on posting. I don't want to get into my schedule like, oh, I have to post like 3 times a day or whatever. We're
Yeah.
just on Twitter. Um, and I think that like the same thing, right? Like I would like encourage everyone just to go to the website, and you have all the socials and all the links that are relevant for creative in there. Yeah.
My final question is, how important do you think like Bitcoin philosophy and culture in messaging and marketing is for Bitcoin's continued adoption?
It's well, for continued adoption, I don't know. That's kind of like a tricky question. If we're talking about like efficacy for your campaigns is very important, um, mainly because of the point that I mentioned earlier, where like the users are hardcore Bitcoiners already, so you kind of have to talk their language to get into the market. But for adoption, I don't know, because like it's like libertarianism, right? Like there's a subset of people that have certain like beliefs and they follow the ethos and they follow the values of Bitcoin. There's other people that don't really care, that they just bought Bitcoin because BlackRock bought Bitcoin. So I would say that I don't know the answer to that. I would say that maybe for mass adoption, it's not that important, I think. I mean, I would leave it like in set the sound money principle. It's very important, but we're seeing a lot of paper Bitcoin being created right now. So I mean, if that's the way to mass adoption, that's the way to mass adoption, I guess. But it's a pretty hard question actually. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your response. Uh, Atlas, we're running out of time, but it was a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for doing the interview again and speaking to us about your expertise in marketing Bitcoin companies.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It was a pleasure. Yeah. Thank you.